if this chick didn't find out that her man was cheating on her with a 19-year-old, I promise you their marriage still would have ended sooner or later. Just, I don't know if you guys picked up the red flags, but I have. First one, the tattoos on her back, right down her spine. What did I tell you guys about tattooed women? Stay the hell away from them when it comes to dealing with them in a long-term sense. Short-term fling, oh, perfect material. They're perfect material for that kind of stuff. Long-term, dude, no. Save your money, time, energy, and resources, okay? Please do, from them, because they're going to suck you dry. And no, it's not going to be the sucking dry that's going to make you feel better. It's going to be the sucking dry that you're going to look at your bank account and you're going to have your hands on the top of your head and tears running down your face because you're broke as hell because she took all your money. That's the sucking dry she's going to be doing to you. And fellas, here's the thing. Oh, by the way, that was the first red flag. Second red flag was, I don't know, dude, but like, I don't know how good you guys are at picking energies up from people. I'm very good at it. But if you went back and watched this clip again and turned the volume down without any music and just watched her facial expression, she looked dead inside. Now you could say, Zeke, that probably happened from the divorce. I highly doubt it. Just one event to the point where she actually won and got a whole bunch of money by selling a book. And on top of that, I'm sure if she's that cruel, I don't want to call her cruel, okay? She did what she had to. Her husband cheated on her. He shouldn't have done that. He was a dumbass. I'm going to get to that in a little bit. So she did what she had to, but I'm sure a woman like that would also take him to divorce court, bend him over, and get half of his money. So I'm sure she was in a win-win situation. And on top of that, now she can go out and get piped down by whoever she wants to get piped down by, right? So the divorce was actually a good thing for her in that sense, for a short-time gain. Long-term gain, we can argue about that all day long, that she's not gonna get anything good out of this, but we're not gonna talk about that right now. Short-term gain, yeah, she won. So that divorce by itself did not kill her inside. I'm sure there was chain of events that happened in her life in the past that made her look like that gave her a facial expression that dead. She looked like a vampire, literally a vampire, bloodsucker out of anyone. She just looked dead inside. I could look straight through her soul by looking at her eyes. Just through a phone screen. Oh yeah. I can pick up energy, as I said. I'm very good at that. Anyways, third red flag that I saw, she got no booty, but at the same time, she's trying to put sports bra on, have a bunch of makeup on, and shake her ass on TikTok. She's an attention whore. I don't know if you guys picked that up, but there you go. Fourth one, she's lonely as hell right now. All she's doing is getting piped down by herds of dudes, and that's why she needs to have a dog. AKA why the dog was there as well. She's a dog mom. Another red flag. Fifth one, this woman looks like she is at least in her late 30s, mid 40s, early 40s. Now, I don't know anything about her marriage. The only thing that I know why she got divorced is the reason why she told us, is that her husband, her ex, was cheating on her. I don't know if they have kids together or whatever, okay? But in this economy, for a late 30s, early 40-year-old woman to divorce her husband and to think that she's going to do better by herself is extremely retarded. I'm talking about in general. I'm not talking about this woman and just by herself right now, okay, on this last point that I'm making. But she went ahead and still did it. Why? Because feminism has empowered her to do so. If it doesn't benefit you, then kick rocks at it. Do not try to work at it. Kick rocks at it. Okay? This is red flags after red flags after red flags. Now, that brings me to the husband. Why did he have to go out and cheat on her with the 19-year-old? That's the biggest question I want to know. That's the biggest question answer that I want to know. This woman doesn't. I highly doubt her husband was younger. I'm pretty sure most likely her husband was at her age or a little bit older. So why does a man who is older not want sex from her? For her age and for the men around her age, she doesn't look bad. So I'm sure he would have no problem giving her the piece, the I don't want to curse too much, giving her the action in the bedroom, then going out and getting it from somewhere else. That's why we need to know. I want to know at least why the marriage broke. Because if you're getting pies from your own family, from your own home, you don't need to go out and get pies from someone else. For the most part, for most men, you don't. Now, I don't know about it. There's a whole bunch of assumptions I'm making. Of course, I have to, because there's no other piece of evidence that I know of. And I'm not going to judge a man bad and a woman and praise this woman just based on her side of the story. Because there's always three sides of the story. Her story, his story, and the truth. And we only know one out of those three. Shit, I should have been a lawyer, huh? But we don't know that part, right? But let's just say that at the end of the day, he was getting sex from her. Everything was good, but he still decided to be a dumbass and go out there and put everything on the line. That is exactly why I tell you guys not to get married to modern women, or just any woman in general. Because if everything was going just fine, then his male instincts kicked in and overrided his paternal instincts, which is what? Which is him smashing or being able to smash anything that looks good. And I promise you, a 19-year-old, doesn't matter how ugly that a 19-year-old is always going to look better than an older woman like her to any man. Or let's just say to 99.9% man, because I always gotta leave that margin, because some asshole is gonna come in here. Oh, not all men, not all women, dude. Shut up, man. Shut up. Go get a life. Out of seeing all the points I've made so far, that's the one point that you find some sort of chink in my armor, and you want to argue with me about that. Okay, dude. Suck my left nut. How about that? But anyways, and that's why I tell you guys, don't get married, because you don't know. Here's the thing. You can never tell what the future holds in terms of business investments, in terms of relationship investments, in terms of anything. You don't have a magic ball. But the reason why relationships are more volatile than business investments is because it involves another person's trust on you. Now, obviously, there's other people you have to trust on the business side as well, but you're not intimate with those people. You're not intimate with those business partners. You're intimate with your relationship partner, right? And when intimacy is involved, so is your emotions and feelings, a lot more than they would have been if your money was just sitting in a bank account somewhere, or an investment portfolio somewhere, or in just a piece of land, maybe because you do real estate investment like me. And when your emotions and feelings are that much more involved in something, the volatility goes way higher than it would have in any other case. And that's why I tell you guys not to get married, because you don't know what you're going to feel like 10 years down the road about your marriage, as a man and as a woman. You don't know if you're going to keep wanting to stay with this person 10 years down the road, as a man and as a woman. So there's no way in hell you can tell any of this, right? Hang on one second. Ugh. It's getting freaking hot in this room. I'll turn my fan on. And the AC up. Anyways, so fellas, as I was saying, with all these unknowns and knowing the true male nature and even female nature, dude, it's a human nature not to be monogamous just with one person. We want to exploit our sexual needs, and we also want to flourish and discover ourselves sexually. It's just a part of human nature. Everybody wants to talk down on that. Everybody wants to oppress that and suppress that down, because that's how civilizations fall. I get that part. But on top of that, when the marriage laws are against you and you still want to get married, dude, come on, give me a freaking break. That's why I tell you guys, don't get married. because you don't even know your damn self. Not just a woman, let alone the woman. You don't even know your damn yourself as a man, what you want. You think this is what you want, but no, your mind's gonna constantly change. One thing I can kind of guarantee you that you'll probably want for sure as a kid, because your maternal side is gonna kick in eventually. It's gonna override your male side. Your paternal instinct is gonna override your male instinct eventually. But that instinct is not gonna last forever. As soon as you get a kid, your male instinct might kick in, and then you might want to go out and get the pussy from somebody else, because the chick that you have at home is just boring to you now. Again, we're just assuming this, right? Either that's what happened, or he just wasn't happy. She wasn't giving him any play, and in that case, it's her fault. But in our laws and the system that we have for marriage in this country and in most Western countries, it's always the man's fault. It doesn't matter what the women did, right? Another reason why you shouldn't get married. And the last point I want to make is that, dude, how big of an idiot you are to go out and be that close to your side piece's family. This dude went out on vacation with the 19-year-old's family. Why the hell would you do that? The less people know about your debauchery, the better it is. Yes, I get it that an ugly 19-year-old is always going to be better than a hot 35-year-old. I get it, man. Sure, go out and do your dirt if you must. I encourage you guys not to do that, especially if you're in a marriage, because you're putting a whole bunch of stuff on the line at risk. If you're really going to cheat on your wife, go pay for it. Buy a hooker. Don't just do it frivolously, trying to game some chick from the street. No, because you're paying that hooker and the prostitute and the pro to leave and to not bug you and to not mess up your relationship like this, your marriage like this. That's your best option that you have if you really have to go sneak around behind the wife's back. And I get it, man. After a marriage, wives don't give you any play. I get it. That's why you shouldn't have done it in the first freaking place. But now that it's too late, at least this is your next best option, is to go pay for it straight out. That way you don't have so much headache. Oh, is this girl gonna show up at my house? Is she gonna try to find my wife? Is she gonna call me 1 a.m, wake my wife up, trying to get me to get caught by her? This dude brought her in his house and went out with her family, the side chick's family. How freaking retarded are you, dude? You deserve to get caught and get wrung in the divorce court and get half your shit taken away. You deserve to get dumped like that, man. Because you're just too dumb. You're not ready for a marriage. You need to get your priorities straight and learn some stuff about life and women before you go out and start slinging your cock right and left like this. Have some dick discipline, for Christ's sake. If you're gonna do it right in the first time, and if it's too late to do it right that way, then go out and buy it right out. Who said it? Charlie Sheen said it, right? That he doesn't pay to play, he pays for them to leave. Same concept. But you guys get the idea, man, okay? 70%, 60% of marriages don't last, whatever number you want to believe in. Don't go to Google and look that up, because Google's going to tell you only 50%. And you guys know why Google's doing that, right? Because Google's big tech, and if they actually tell you the real number, then you're going to be woke, and you're going to go against Google and the government. Well, if they're lying about this, what else are they lying about? Let me do some more research. And they don't want you to be woke. Woke in the right sense, not the Hollywood woke. They want you to stay stupid so they can keep controlling you, use you as a slave. I told you this before. Slavery still exists nowadays. But right now, it's your choice. Back then, it wasn't their choice to be a slave. But now, you're choosing to be a slave in today's currency and today's world. Anyways, we're not going to go too much into that, because I already know I pissed off too many people by now saying all that. But you guys get the idea, right? So if Google told you the real number, they're probably waking a whole bunch of people up. That's what they lie to you. But yeah, the real number is probably anywhere from 60 to 70%. That's just first marriage ending rate. Second marriage is 80 to 90%. Third marriage, damn near 100%. Just because the 70% or 60% of marriages don't last doesn't mean that the other 40% or 30% marriages are happy marriages. That just because they haven't divorced. Just because you're living paycheck to paycheck doesn't mean you're happy. Just because you're going to work every day and clocking in doesn't mean you're happy inside. Just because something is working doesn't mean you're happy. Mark my words. But if you still go out there and here's the thing, a lot of you guys come in here and keep leaving comments. What should I look for in a virgin, man? If she did this and not that, is she a virgin? Should I take her seriously? If she's not, dude, even after making over 500 videos telling you guys what female nature really is about, you guys still come in here and ask me questions about women and how to get women. That's low vibrated mentality. That's low quality questions. You're not asking me the right questions. I'm trying to build you guys up, get you guys ready to live your life by yourself without any woman, without the company of any woman. I'm not telling you not to ever have sex with any woman. That's not what I'm saying at all. But you don't need to bring a woman into your life. You can keep her at an arm's length and still enjoy your life by yourself. That's all I'm saying. But you guys want to go out there and keep making this dumbass mistake of bringing hoes into your life, chicks into your life. Yeah, she's a virgin now, sure. Yeah, she's a good girl now, sure. What's she gonna turn out to be like 10 years from now? Do you have a magic ball? As I was saying earlier in the video. So how do you know if this is a long-term good investment? That's the thing about relationships. They're way more volatile than business risks. Because you're intimate with this person and you're not intimate with your business partners. You're not intimate with your tenants if you're a landlord and you have real estate investment. Well, some landlords are shady as hell, dumb as hell. They sleep with their tenants. You never shit where you work or where you eat, man. Never ever do that. Dude, seriously, you guys need to come up with better questions. And I know where this is coming from. I made a few virginity videos, women's virginity, and those blew up. And it's all these guys coming in here and asking me questions. Oh, if a girl only gave blowjobs and she's never had penetration in her vagina and her booty hole, should I still take her seriously? Like, what? Sometimes it's comical, the crap that I hear from you guys. I'm not even going to respond to any nonsense from this point on. Because if I just keep hearing about how do I get women, how do I do this with women, should I take this woman seriously? I already know this is low vibration thinking. If you're just thinking about ass 24/7, when your life is going to shit, when you're broke as a joke. And I'm not even going to charge you to get on a consultation with me, one-on-one consultation. No, that's wasting my damn time. And I don't need your money. I don't want your $50 or $100 an hour. Keep that bullshit to yourself. I'm doing plenty well by myself. I don't need that chump chain thrown at me to waste my time explaining to you the same damn thing I'm going to be explaining on a free video like this. At least what you can do is hit the subscribe button and the like button for me making all these free advised videos for you guys. You guys won't even do that, and go follow me on Instagram. Hey man, it's your life at the end of the day. As I said, there's a reason why I don't monetize my videos, my channel, none of that. It's because I know when I start bringing money into this, people are going to think they're entitled for my answers. They're entitled to my answers. Oh, I paid you $50, $100 to answer my question. You better answer my question. No, motherfucker. As I said, keep your chump change. I make videos and talk about things that I enjoy talking about. You're not going to get me to do any damn thing I don't want to do. Follow me on Instagram at Zeke.